Welcome everyone, it's Tina and I just wanted to show you how I alter some of my diva, well, dolls. The original doll looks like this and I wanted to put some jeans on her, so I came up with a plan how to decorate her and put clothes. And once you've actually made the pattern for the clothes, then you can use it again and again. You just make it out of cardboard and it works really well. So I basically took the image and put a piece of paper over top. Figured out a good spot to join it is right at the sleeves. That's a good place to aim it, and that way you know you're getting it in the right spot. So the waistline of the pants I was doing right where the sleeves end. And then I basically just measured around where her legs were and followed the shape of her leg on both sides. And really, you don't have to be a fancy artist to follow this. I don't know if you can see through the paper or not, but you'll get the idea. And then basically I took my piece of, I wonder if it show, oh yeah, it does show on the back. So I basically cut it down a lot smaller, sort of to follow what her legs would be. And then I pattern pieced a little piece of paper, but I cut the dress smaller so it looked more like a tunic top. And then the jeans, I just took a piece of paper that I have that looks like denim, and I basically stamped. No, I didn't. Did I stamp? I couldn't have stamped. I must have. Oh, I know what I did. I cut the piece of paper to fit in my printer, and then I put it through my printer, scanned this and put it through my printer, so it actually has the black lines around the denim. So it looks like I stamped it, but I really didn't. I know I did that. I knew I did something. So that means it's on my computer already. It's been scanned. It's an image for this doll. So when I figure out what the doll's names are, I will put this as an image for that doll. Now, I want to show you something else that I did with this same doll, but I altered. I wanted her to have longer hair. So I took one of the other dolls and I cut the head off and I stuck the other head on top. So I'll show you what I did with the other doll. So I'm going to leave the original here so you can see what the original was like. And then the one that I actually created was for fun, and this is for Mona's challenge that she has for her journal page, and I am planning on making this into my journal page. Okay, so this is the same body with some alterations. So the same body, but I took a different doll and I stamped just the head because I wanted her long hair. So I took this doll and just stamped her head. I re-stamped the original doll, this one, and I cut out a second foot. It just didn't look right with this standing behind it. So with this long skirt, I just stamped just the foot and I cut that out and colored it the same as the other one. That way I could have two little feet, one in front of the other, and it just looked more normal way to stand for this character. The hat itself, I mean, this is just sort of training yourself to use things that you have. I went through all of my Halloween type kits that I had, and I had this stamp. And it just is big enough, and so I stamped just the hat, inked it, colored it, and then I just cut it out and put it on top, popped it up. So it happened to be the right size. If you didn't have that, you'd have to draw it or find a picture or something like that. But this worked out really well. And this was just, I had some fabric, and as I tore off the pieces, I thought, oh, that'd be perfect for my broom. So this was just sort of piecing it together and having some fun. It has some embossing. I did some embossing on it. The paper already had lots of colors and swirls in it, but I did the spiderweb embossing. And then for her top, I went around the edges with my jelly pen, which is just a clear sparkle. I love it. Stardust, is it called? Clear star. So she turned out really fun. And like I said, I stuck the extra head on and I popped up the foot so that the front one would look taller than or closer than the other one. And then I just cut out a skirt. And for that one is the same way. I just basically, well, I had it here. Where did I put it? I basically, there it is. I basically cut around the shape of the body again and created a pattern to put over top. And now I could use this again. I could scan it and put it on my computer, and I probably will. It'll probably be a whole bunch of different patterns that I make just for this particular doll, because her body shape is just the most normal, and so I use her more often. And so I will probably create a dress that's probably a long dress, and then I can just cut it jagged if I want it jagged again next time. I probably won't print it with a jagged edge. I'll print it with more of a soft edge. So I just wanted to show you how I did that. This is with stamps. Now, I also recently got interested in digital stamps, and I've downloaded a couple. Not a lot, just a few. I'm a big fan of Halloween, so I downloaded a digital stamp, and I like this one. Now, we aren't meant to pass these around once you buy them. They're yours. I think some sites allow you to make cards and maybe even sell them. I'm not positive with all of them. They do have their little waivers at the bottom where they explain what you're allowed to do with their stuff. But the cupcake doesn't go with what I wanted to do for Halloween image. So I left the cupcake there, but I actually put fabric on top of it. So all of this is just basically Copic coloring. I like doing that, and that's fun. Although I did use a puffy paint, which I love it. It's been, here it is. It sits in my drawer. I've had it forever, liquid applique. And I bought it a long time ago. It's $3.50. I don't even think it would be that now. But I have it in black, white, and brown. And so the white, I used it all the time for snow. But see how it gives it the dimension? Like this pattern on here, I just followed the ribs and the skeleton part of it, and it, with a heat gun, it puffs up, and so the little skull that's hiding in her hair is really cool. So it just gives you more ideas to do with your stamps. It's not that it's a new idea, it's just reminding you, and that's what this group is all about. It's not so much that I can come up with brand new ideas. Sometimes I might, but other times it's playing on something I saw. I kind of come up with my own idea, and it's just basically showing people how to use what they have in a different way. So that's fun. I just wanted to show everybody, and have a great day, and we'll get back to something else. I'll try and get something else posted soon, and I have to go and finish my project that I said I was going to finish in a week. I've got to get this cookbook completed so I can prove to you that I can do it. Have a great day. Bye. One more quick tip. I go to my plastic shop quite often, and I bought this huge piece of plastic. It's I would guess it's just like a plexiglass. It has no flexibility at all. But what I thought would be really cool, because I was going to get them to cut it smaller, but I find that when I'm working with it, because it's such a big stamp, that I find I use it like a hinge, and I turn it upside down and I ink the whole thing, and then I lean it on my counter so that it's sitting flat. Then I just bring it down and drop it. I stamp it, and then I push it down again and use it like it works really well. And so I find that if I'm trying to do it this way, it always wiggles and moves, and it's just seemed to work really well for these stamps because they're so big. So I just thought I'd give you that quick tip. If you have a plastic or I have an industrial plastic shop, which I buy all my little plastic bottles and things like that at, and spray bottles, and even these kind of containers to put my molding paste and things like that in it to make different colors and so on. So I buy my stuff at a plastic shop. So I don't know if you have that where you are, but it is really a cool idea, because these things can cost a lot, and he just gave it to me because it was a cut piece off the end. So just think about it. Okay, bye.